Hi, everybody. All two of you. No, there's a couple of you in here. I thought I was going to be back a little sooner to start this. I apologize. And I've been walking a little while. A lot. You know, this is the desert, even though it's kind of chilly. Man, I'm really thirsty. Hi, Tracy and Bernese. See a bunch of beautiful people. Well, it's right about time, isn't it, that I show up again? Yeah, it's going to be interesting. What am I hearing in my ears? Somebody on here with me? I think somebody's on my laptop in my room. I can hear something. Is somebody on with me? I see two names on the screen. Do you see what I'm seeing? Oh, I better watch where I'm going. I can't cross here. I'm going to drop into a cliff. But I want to talk to you guys, but I was going to sit when I'm not out of breath and all thirsty, but I was like, crap, I thought I'd be back much sooner. It looks so much shorter on the map. Oh, boy. Well, here's what I'm going to say. So I'll maybe start another live, but I've come across something, not by chance. Nothing's by chance. That really changes the course of certain things. And my headphones. It changed the course of things a little bit. I had to pause and start asking myself, why? Again, why me? Are they working? I'm sorry, guys. I was supposed to be at my laptop right now. I wasn't supposed to be hoofing it through the desert streets. But I want you to imagine that I'm in the land where I was born and conceived. I literally am across the street from the place that I was conceived. Wild, huh? And this soil seems to remember me. A lot of very, very strange things happening here to me. It's kind of a return. And it's seems to be rewarding me by revealing to me prehistoric relics. Prehistoric. Not indigenous, prehistory. Thousands of years before they called them Indians. So these are paleo, they're a Holocene area. Tools, a whole tool set. Not just any tool set, but a tool set of a leader or a shaman that these were the tools of his trade. Sound stones, specific stones that are chiseled to ring, and then a notch to hang, to tune, and to emit a very specific frequency during ceremony. So these are ceremonial sound stones. Rarely you find one, if ever. They're 12,000 years old. The ones that I have. I didn't just find one, I found 30, all different frequencies. Not just those, but all the tools necessary to perform the ceremonies. The little hammers, the knives, the stitching needles, all of it. All in stone with priceless value. Where one stone can have an individual value of $40,000, but have a contribution of $500,000 to the whole set. The whole set could go, depending on where it goes, anywhere from 4.4 million to 200 million. Not crazy. This is probably what one collector told me. He said, better hang on tight and be patient, because he said you're holding on to maybe the most important find in our lives for this region to tell us about people. It is pretty amazing to hold a tool where you can literally feel the hand of the other person, because it's molded into it. Not because they molded it, it's because they used it that much that their fingertips molded indentations. It's crazy. So, I'm insuring them. They're already appraised. They're already certified. It's certifiably the things that I'm saying. So, and in the interim, I get to be amongst my screaming at themselves and screaming at the corners and screaming at everybody on the street. On the streets. That's right. That's right. This is my street. Trace, you know I'm at home. I'm at home in this environment. I am thirsty though. Where I gotta find some water. Oh. So these stones, destiny stones. Isn't that funny? Destiny stones. I come back to the land that I came from, and it says, thank you. But see, I'm not selling these things. Like I said, that slowed down. But they will finance, because you don't have to sell them for them to be valuable to somebody. And they will be protected in that way. And please don't go into the comments and go, give them back to the tribes. You know, there were no tribes. It's way before tribes. That's why it's called prehistory. Before there was history. And once upon a time, when no one wrote anything down. Hey man, be careful with that N word. Can you guys hear that? So yeah, it's a beautiful fight. Hey, you guys want to see one? First of all, I don't know whether you can hear it. They sound like bolts in my pocket. I have 72 of these. Let's see which special one do I get. Bring out. Ooh, this is one of my favorites. They're all my favorites. 72 stones, by the way. Hold on. I have to be careful how I grab them. I don't want to snag and then drop them. So, let's see if I can show you this one. I'll put my glasses down. Wait for a light that just never keeps turning. Fine, I'll wait. Okay. Can you see this one? Can you see the notch around the top? Designed. Isn't this thing supposed to tell me? Go. Can you see it? That notch? I don't want to go too close. It gets blurry. I can't see. It's a little tiny window in my face. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can go full screen here. Come on. I don't want to miss this walk again. I feel like a fool. Is that better? So, do you see it? Anyways, you can't see it, but on each side of this, it is flat. There you go. It is flat. I mean, smooth. It's not broken flat. It's like rubbed flat. And then there are strikes on it where they've hit it to ring it. So this hangs and has a very specific frequency. That's one. And that shit is tuned. They chip away to accomplish the specific frequency. Like, you don't mess with this thing. So that's one. Then, here's my second favorite. And by the way, that one that I just showed you, it's low value. And its appraisal was 47,000. And its high appraisal is 195,000. And with a inclusion in the entire package of 72, which is what we're taking bids on. Excuse me. Its addition to that value is like $575,000. So ultimately, it's almost $1 million piece in and of itself. That one I just showed you. Because of its inclusion, it's really valuable because of its uniqueness and what it means. Here's the other one. Okay. I'm gonna walk and fall into a ditch, kill myself while I'm showing you. Hey, look at this really old thing. And okay, you see the notch? See that? And if you look, first of all, that back is flat. This thing rings so interesting, but on this head up here, all of these notches and all of the little marks, they're intentional. It's tuning. This has a really specific sound. And they have ancient stories about them where the right combinations, dude drives by in $1 million car screaming at me, "Fuck you, whiteys." Yeah. Gotcha. That makes all the sense in the world. Do I look like, seriously, do I look like Rich Whitey? Or... Seriously. Crazy car. Anyway, then this is one of the tools. See, it's like a little wedge axe and then cutter. This thing literally has a holder and flat where you hit on top. You cut like kindling. The intentional cutting of that and holding it. Sorry, I don't want to talk over these people holding hands. Don't want to bother the lovebirds. I'm very popular here. So yeah, you can see. Could you guys see those stones? Now here, let me see if I can put them closer to the microphone and jingle them. They were in my pocket before. Hold on. They sound like what you would call metallic, but glass metallic, so glassy, kind of like bolts made out of crystal. So, anyways, what I'm doing with these is they're going to be protected in how they're utilized. I have to get something to drink. Jack in the Box it is. Easiest thing to get to. I won't bore you with my order and everything here. I'll get to it in another show, but this is going to finance and fund what comes next. But it's not just finance and funding it. To fund what continues to fund it and provide something for everyone as we can. But it's going to get bigger because I'm not preparing for something in their system. I'm preparing for what survives it. And these soundstones, it's said in the right combination that they can move mountains. I don't know, maybe we'll put that to the test. If I'm going to join here or do another show, it'll be later on. Not quite sure what I'm going to do. Apologize to interrupt the normally scheduled program, but I've got more to talk about. And I've got to get through the next night. And, got all of these stones and still trying to pay for my hotel room tonight. It's just the way things go. I love you guys.